Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. So this video is for those of you who are unable to participate in my upcoming Divine Prosperity event at Catland on Friday, September 30th, 2016, 7 to 9 p.m. But it is also ideal for those of you who feel that you want a very special way to prepare for that Divine Prosperity event in the event that you are participating in it. So, this is, we are currently in what I have been taught to call, or to refer to as the Dark Moon Tides. These are the last 3 nights before the new moon, because the current date is Monday, August 29th, 2016. The current time is approximately, 9:22 p.m. So, and I'm wearing lunar colors, of course, because it's the day of the moon. So what I've been divinely guided to do is show you a very simple but powerful way to prepare for this ritual, or rather prepare for this Divine Prosperity event, but it is also a wonderful way to spiritually cleanse oneself during a dark moon tide. Now, generally speaking, the dark moon tides are the 3 nights before the new moon, which would be tonight. That would be, in this case, since the next new moon is this Thursday, September 1st, 2016. The dark moon tides would be tonight, Monday, August 29th, tomorrow, Tuesday, August 30th, and Wednesday, August 31st, 2016, because that is especially the dark moon night, because it is the night before the new moon. So, what I've done is I've lit a white candle for spiritual and physical protection, and I have a charcoal block, or rather a charcoal disc. I love these because they're thicker and they're wider and larger than the ones I used to buy. And I'm going to take my lovely torch, and I'm going to light it. And I received this beautiful gift from one of my favorite people on the planet. She is known as Shell from Swan of Dreamers on the Swan of Dreamers blog. It is a blogger blog. Don't hate, because it's not WordPress. And it's smoking up. Rose petals. These are organic red rose petals. Rose petals contain the essence of divine love, or rather divine love healing energies. So as I sprinkle some of these rose petals on this extra wide disc, I'm going to say a prayer of protection. I call upon the goddesses, gods, angels, fairies, ascended masters, and saints that are sacred to me, and that bring me great blessings and gifts and miracles. And I ask that all of you be with me, protect me and mine from any and all harm, no matter how slight, no matter how great. And I ask that you continue to be with me now and always. The Etsy shop is called Moonlit Herbal. I have yet to visit it, but it's definitely on my list. Now, dark moon tides and the night of the dark moon are excellent for surrendering and releasing, for banishing and illuminating. That's how I was taught. This is what I'm sharing with all of you. So, I'm going to do a more elaborate ritual for myself, privately, not on video, on the dark moon night, as part of preparing for my upcoming Divine Prosperity event. But I have listed one thing that I want to remove and surrender and release from my life and from my world. So I have already written it in advance. So now I am taking the piece of paper and I am folding it once away from me, turning it counterclockwise, meaning opposite me, folding it away from me twice, turning it counterclockwise again, and folding it away from me a third time. And I am doing this because I want this away from me. I want this to be removed from my life. If I wanted to manifest something or attract something into my life, then I would do it the opposite, meaning I would fold once to me, turn clockwise, fold twice to me, turn clockwise, and fold thrice to me. But because I want to surrender and release this, that is my intention, I am taking this and I'm going to use my little torch and I'm going to burn this. And as I do, I'm saying a prayer. I call upon all the goddesses, gods, angels, fairies, ascended masters, and saints that are sacred to me and that can assist me with my petition. I take what I have listed on this piece of paper and I cast it to you and I banish it back to the nothingness from whence it came. By my will, by your power, and so must it be. By your will, by your power, and so must it be. By your will, by your power, and so must it be. I must admit I feel a lot lighter doing this. I've always had great results engaging in rituals during the dark moon tides that give me what I need magically and otherwise to surrender and release and banish back to the nothingness from whence it came, the things, the situations, the obstacles, the barriers, the conditions, the whatever, the whomever as the case may be, that no longer serve my needs, that no longer uplift me, that no longer bring me peace and prosperity, that no longer bring me love and light, that no longer bring me joy and love and adoration. And I'm adding some extra organic red rose petals because I want to continue the vibration of divine love, or as I call it, divine love healing energies. Although I am not a sun sign, fire sign, my rising sign is Leo, which some argue is the strongest of the fire signs because it's ruled by the sun, which astronomically speaking is a big-ass ball of fire. But turning back the calendar 9 months, I was conceived when the sun was in Aries, which is the sign of new beginnings and is the strongest of the fire signs. The not too nice term for the first of an element or a quality is the least evolved. I actually don't like that phraseology, so I refer to Aries as the strongest or the most raw and authentic of the fire signs, as well as the most strong of the cardinal signs, because like Aries, or rather like Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, and Libra are cardinal signs. We are the born leaders and directors and creators and creatrices of the zodiac. Having said all this, I say this because I happen to love flame. I happen to love fire. Were it a lot cooler, I would happily indulge in the thought and the practice of sitting in front of a roaring fire. I've been to pagan festivals where there was a communal sacred fire. For those of us that live in a city, we have our trusty cauldron. This is a wonderful portable fire. There are other things that you can do, and my guideline when it comes to listing things that one wants to surrender and release is to list no less than 3 things and no more than 10 things. In the interests of time and in the interests of convenience, I felt divinely guided to list 1 item. When I engage in my personal, private, not videotaped DarkMoon Ritual, which will be on the dark moon night, I'll be doing a little bit more. I'll be casting a circle. I'll be consecrating certain things. I'll be surrendering and releasing more. But just listing the one item, I can honestly say that I do feel lighter. I feel more relaxed. I feel more at peace. And before I continue, I want to, or rather before I begin to conclude, because I do want to keep this as short and sweet as possible. Before I begin to conclude this video, I want to acknowledge my newest YouTube channel subscriber, Trickster Love. Although literally it is +, Trickster Love, +. But more than likely, since there are a lot of tricksters out there, you know, you motherfuckers with coyote medicine, no disrespect, but some of y'all, you know, you get under my skin like a scratch. And for the record, I have an affinity with 3 canines in the Native American cosmology: dog, wolf, and fox. The one that is not part of my animal medicines, or my totems, if you will, is coyote. Coyote Trickster always comes into my life to remind me to relax. And I have especially noticed Coyote Trickster makes me flub my words when I am leading a ritual. And of course, that's Coyote Trickster's way of saying relax, it's okay. And of course, my mental response is always fuck you. But I can honestly say that at the age of 46, I am beginning to see the wisdom that Coyote Trickster has for me. It took me a long-ass frickin' time. Why lie? But I have come to appreciate his wisdom, or her wisdom if you prefer. I cannot say with any degree of honesty that I love Coyote Trickster. I like him. I like his energy. I like what he brings to the mix. And of course, it's a little bit fucked up that I'm saying this following acknowledging my new YouTube channel subscriber, Trickster Love. but to you, Trickster Love, please know that, you know, and you probably already know this, not everybody is going to get along with Coyote Trickster, and I can honestly say that it took me a long time to start to appreciate his wisdom. So that you, my newest YouTube channel subscriber, I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that is Coyote Trickster's way of saying, hey, did you forget about me, Robbie? No, I haven't forgotten about you. Anyway, so in essence, this ritual is complete. If I were doing this as an elaborate traditional ritual, I would allow myself to commune more with the flames, commune more with my thoughts. I would probably do some journal writing afterwards, and then I would open the circle, or rather, we'll do all the other traditional things. The cauldron is still pretty hot, which is interesting because, you know, there's only ash in here. Living in a city, what I usually do is after I do a banishing, surrendering, and releasing, and eliminating type of ritual, I basically dump the contents into the toilet. It's going to be a while before I do that because there is a lot of heat radiating from this. But that's a way that you can prepare for a dark moon tide. If you are indeed going to participate in my upcoming Divine Prosperity event, this is a great way to prepare for this, to prepare for that. I highly recommend that you do this, and feel free to share any comments that you have. If you have any experiences you want to share, either this week, next month, next year, feel free. And I certainly will keep you posted on what's happening. I think that all in all, the post on my WordPress blog that I've created for my upcoming Divine Prosperity event will probably have anywhere from 2 to 4 videos. This is video number 2. But yeah, so I think that's it. So YouTube, thank you very much for everything you do. Thank you for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you for honoring all of Catland and all we do. And of course, I wish all of you many, many blessings.